Right, so the Intelligence Annex, Expertise. Agents, welcome to our Intelligence Annex, a sequence of articles where you can discover, blah blah blah. We know this will be much clearer once you see it in action. We'll today do our best to explain this new feature through this first glimpse article. So what is Expertise? It's a new way for agents to further develop the performance of their gear, weapons and skill variants. Thanks to this feature, you will be able to improve the grade of your equipment and directly increase their base stats for greater efficiency. Of course, this feature will be complementary to the existing crafting and optimization systems to give you a new way to gain power while using your items on the field. Expertise will be available from the recalibration station in the base of operations or haven through a dedicated new Expertise tab. So how does the feature work? With the new feature, you'll be able to increase the grade of an item, brand or gear set to increase its base stats. For example, with base damage bonuses for a weapon, the number of times you'll be able to increase it will be equal to your expertise level. To earn a level, you'll need to gain proficiency ranks by using an item, brand or gear set in combat, or by investing resources into researching them. Once you reach the maximum proficiency rank for said equipment, you will become proficient with it. It's important to note that you may only improve the grade of items, brands and gear sets you are proficient with. So you have to fully level something up in order to increase its grade. You can't do it as you're going along. Through this feature, we want to encourage players to experience new builds and playstyles without penalising those who prefer to stick to their favourite one. We'll now share some more in-depth info about this feature and how you'll be able to develop your expertise moving forward. Compatible item types. Expertise will be available for the following item types: weapons, brands, gear sets, named items, exotics, skill variants, and specialization weapons. For brands and gear sets, you'll develop proficiency for all compatible equipment in these sets at the same time. It's important to note that you don't need to acquire a copy of an item before you can start developing proficiency on it. You can always see all the possible items available in the tab at the recal station. Also, with new content being added to the game, the pool of compatible items will increase and therefore your capacity to develop your expertise level further. Another good reason to discover and enjoy new equipment introduced with new seasons. Seasons being plural, so we're probably getting the real seasons 5, 6, 7, 8. Gaining proficiency with items. An item's quality and type determine how many proficiency points How many proficiency points is in needs to reach maximum proficiency rank, which is 10. There are 3 different ways in which an agent can develop proficiency on an item. So using the items in the field and getting kill XP with them. By getting it while compatible items are equipped, you will earn proficiency points for each of them. Equipping several items from a brand or set will increase proficiency points earnings for this specific type. You can donate any item that matches the one you want to develop proficiency with. For example, with similar gear set, brand or item, you will also be able to leverage your precious stash of material and currencies to increase your proficiency, with rare elements yielding to better results. While donating items or materials could be a good way to quickly progress, you will also be able to passively earn proficiency points just by playing any activity within the game, as long as you have compatible equipped items. You can check your current items' proficiency levels at any time in the menu, or join the recal station to review all of them and what items you may miss from your current collection. So as you gain proficiency ranks in more items, you will also increase the expertise level of your agent. You'll need to reach a certain number of accumulated proficiency ranks to level up. For every level of expertise, players gain increased abilities to upgrade an item using materials. This works much like the optimization feature, but instead of increasing a particular attribute towards a max value, you instead get to increase the base stat of the item. This increase improves the item's grade. However, note that items may only be upgraded if the user is proficient in that item by having reached max proficiency rank. Players may upgrade any given item as many times as their current expertise level. Upgrading each category item has an effect that is tied to that item category. All of them have a 1% increase. So weapons is to the base damage, gear is to the base armor value, and skills is to the base damage, healing or status effect duration. Important info: current values are work in progress and may be subject to changes based on future balancing needs and PTS feedback, which you never actually listen to. Agents can continue to level up their expertise level by ranking up with all the items available to them. Each time new items are added to the game, the maximum expertise level also increases. So their closing words and glossary. Our ambition with the expertise feature is to give newcomers and experienced players alike an opportunity to get better rewarded whenever they use their favourite items or want to try something new. We are looking forward to showing you this new feature in action and to hear from your feedback during the PTS to help us put the finishing touches on its balancing. And then you've just got a glossary of what they spoke about. That's all for this intelligence annex that you waited a month for with a load of shit information in there. We'll see you next month. I don't like it. I think it's going to be an absolutely disgusting feature to put into the game. Because it's not for people to improve their current builds and try new things. It's to get people using all the different stuff in the game to earn enough points to level up your expertise. And the fact that each item has 10 levels of expertise and you need to reach the max level before you can actually upgrade the grade on that item? Nah, fuck that. Let us go as soon as we get a point we can just drop it into what we wanting to use. And a 1% increase. So say you put 50 points, or say you put 100 points into weapons, because they said you can upgrade any given item as many times as their current expertise level. But then doesn't it mention... Oh, okay, no, so that's probably tied. You can do it 10 times, so you get a 10% increase to the base damage. So say you've got a classic M1A, and it's got 100k base damage as pure example. That goes up to 110,000. And then if you can get some things like talents and stuff that are multiplicative, it could be a good increase. Because I think the classic M1As sit at like 4 to 500,000 base damage or something like that. So it can be good in a way, but at the same time, it's not good enough doing stuff like this if we're just getting one new game mode. Because once we've played that game mode for 3 days, it's doing the same shit, we're just a little bit stronger. I don't see the point of running the same content over and over again. And I know a lot of people were against having to grind again and go through a level cap increase, but I feel that's needed. Because if they're releasing one game mode, what's the point of even playing that new game mode if you're just getting expertise level? You can't, like, if you're overshade level 1000, you can't do anything with that. So what else is there going to be to do? Or run the fucking seasons, for another year in the game? No thanks. Obviously, we don't know exactly what they're doing right now in terms of a level cap increase, what sort of content is coming. It's just the brief stuff we've heard about. We get the trailer, we get another annex next month, we get the trailer in January, and then we get the drop in Feb. I don't know when the PTS is coming out. I'm going to assume it'll be shortly after the trailer. But yeah, I think expertise is a bad feature. Or I at least think they should have used the annex to give different information. I don't think the expertise system should have been featured in the annex because people are focusing on what new content there is to do, which is what people have been saying for the last 2 years and what they still have failed to listen to.